What's going on, guys? Austin here. And today, this video, we're going to be taking a look at 5-Minute Fantasy's Week 13 booming and busting defenses. The start of the week, I'm going to say, is going to be the Carolina Panthers. I think that they're an extremely well-coached team and an extremely well-coached defense under Ron Rivera. Going up against one of the least talented and worst coached offenses in the entire NFL that somehow managed to beat out the genius Matt Patricia last week, but that's besides the point. The Carolina Panthers are going to present a lot of problems. They're one of the best teams at getting sacks, and they're one of the lowest percentage of blitz teams, which means that they're able to drop into coverage, which is absolutely going to destroy Dwayne Haskins. I could see maybe 17 to 20 points from Carolina this week. Look to start New Orleans as well. New Orleans going up against Atlanta, I think that a lot of the dropbacks that Matt Ryan's going to have, they're going to be able to get on him for. They're not going to be allowing many points. I think this is going to be a slow, grinded out game. So you could potentially see between 9 and 14 points from New Orleans this week. Chicago's another good one. Depending on what Jeff Driscoll does, because he's not Matt Stafford, but he's also not really going to turn the ball over much. If he's in the lineup, but regardless, it's not going to be a high-scoring game. I picture Chicago winning this game just like they did the last one, maybe like 20-13. Even if Driscoll doesn't start, or if Driscoll doesn't start, it could be a shutout. So definitely start Chicago this week at Detroit, and then you're going to want to start the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. They're a revved up, emotional defense that over the last I guess this season, last 12 weeks, they've really learned how to harness their thoughts and actions, and they're not really as up and down as Pittsburgh Steelers teams in the past are. So look for them to really be able to take on this Cleveland Brown team, who this is really kind of like the first playoff game for them, where if Pittsburgh loses this game and if Cleveland loses this game, all of a sudden their playoff hopes kind of both start to go down. But a superior coach team, superior defensive personnel, and a team that's been meshing way better. Definitely start Pittsburgh. I could see another 13 or 14 coming from them this week. And then Indianapolis, I'm going to say, is a team that I would definitely stray away from. Sit them. They're a potential bust. Going up against the Tennessee Titans with Ryan Tannehill. There we go. Ryan Tannehill is a guy who, especially when he was back in Miami, a lot of people really didn't like him much. And, I was one that said, if you've ever watched him play, you can tell that he can make all the throws he needs to. He just didn't have any personnel, didn't have any support. And they're on a roll. I think they're averaging 8 or 9 points more per game with Ryan Tannehill than they were with Marcus Mariota. So be careful about Indianapolis' defense. Also, be careful about Green Bay's defense. I know that they're going up against the Giants. An interesting thing to pay attention to is Green Bay is exceptional at taking the football away, and something that the Giants do a lot is, with the receivers and especially the quarterback, is fumble and throw interceptions. So, that could potentially save the defense if you have to start Green Bay. But be careful about them if you do. I would stay away from them. I would stay away from the Los Angeles Rams. They have to take on Arizona, who, the Arizona Cardinals, they don't really turn the ball over. There's not really much that the Rams do well besides, make the big plays like that. And then also I would stay away from the Buffalo Bills going up against Dallas. Buffalo, so far Buffalo's been a really nice story. And although they are well in 5th place for the AFC wildcard, I think that this is going to be a game where Dallas can actually finally beat a playoff team, for once in their lives. Even though, it's going to be an underwhelming win. Or at least Buffalo's defense won't look good in this game. So be careful.